We bless you, wonderful Lord. We magnify your name. We magnify your name. Hallelujah. Here on earth, we sing a song. Lord, we sing a song. We exalt your holy name, and in heaven receive our song. Hallelujah. He say. And of course, once again, wonderful Biafran, people of Biafra, anywhere you are around the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of us, good night, depending on your time zone. As I promised that before the end of the day, we look at situation review, considering two main area of our lives as they are very important for us to pay attention on those areas. And so this will be the last or the third segment of this very discussion, this very faithful day. I remain George ONYIBE from Abo and Nyoma province, to be precise, Delta State, Biafra land, a hardcore Biafra. The man and the cannot take to Aruchiku to take oath to defend Biafra. And we are doing what we said we would do. Because the Bible says no one put his hand on the clouds and look back. We are not going to look back. The Biafra nation, there have been deliberate attempts to balkanize the Biafra nation, destroy everything about it. And it's painful that we eventually are becoming the instrument of our undoing. We have looked at the issue of unknown gunmen. You can see what they did in Ihiala today, Soludo village, Anambra State. And that is where one of the head of unknown gunmen, Benjamin Madubugu from Umbose, that is where he lives. We cannot be deceiving ourselves. Unknown gunmen are dead Biafran soldiers resurrected from the grave to defend Igbo. Only God knows who they are defending. That is what Nnamdi Kanu said. We have also looked at the issue of deliberate character assassinating and blackmailing our people, which is uncalled for. How people like Simeon Ekpa, under the directive of Nnamdi Kanu, will begin to naked Igbo women, send the nude of Igbo women across the social media, tweeting them and the rest. And then some persons want us to look at them as reasonable. It doesn't matter whether you are a reverend father, whether you are archangel, it doesn't matter whether you are Igwe Kana or whatever, it doesn't matter who you are. If you cannot stand up and speak the truth for the sake of the next generation, my brother, we live in the dark to serve the light. You will understand the implication. And of course, this evening we look at the last area we need to pay attention on. I don't want to speak much on that. That is politics. But I tag it as a concern Peter Obi and Father MBAKA. There are a lot of things about politics. I'm not a politician. I'm not a politics-inclined person. I don't have interest in politics. It's anyway unfortunate for me, because when we keep quiet when it comes to the issue of politics and allow criminals to run our life, this is the result you get. What you are seeing in Nigeria, giant of Africa, supposedly, that hosts the most wealthy black people on earth, that have almost the most highest natural and human resources known to the universe, Nigeria. And what do you have? We don't have light. I'm in a very dark place. When I was a child, if we see electricity, we shout, hey, up NEPA, up NEPA. And now, how many years on? And I understand my father had been shouting up NEPA before he married my mother. And now my mother is gone and I'm married and I have children and we are still shouting up NEPA. And all those monkey baboons sitting at the helm of affair want us to respect them. We are the cause because we didn't get involved in politics. Somewhere along the line, we have made effort. Let's correct this situation. But then we begin to fight sentimentally, emotionally, Hausa feel they will have to kill Igbo man, and with a collaboration with Fulani, and then impoverish us. And then Yoruba have to support them somewhere. And this is where it lands us. And most of our people will rather be slave to these people so that they can have their own fair share of the loot. But I was told by a Yoruba woman I respect so much. He said the richest man in the family of poor people is the poorest man in that community. So it doesn't matter where you are positioned yourself on the expense of the people. All of us are the same. Now the mud is being sprinkled everywhere. It will get to all of us. Looking at the issue of politics as it affects us as a people. First of all, because I am not a politically inclined individual, because I don't have my PVC and I will not register for PVC, I will not vote for PVC because I have 1001 reasons for that. That does not mean I discourage you. Maybe that is your calling. Maybe that is what you are meant to do. I'm talking of myself. I will not come out and say you get your PVC, you are evil. In fact, I am lending my voice to you. If you are led, if you have sincerely assessed the whole issue and you're supposed to have PVC, I give you my support. Go and get your PVC. It is very important. I have a reason I can't tell you now why I choose not to get. But if things were to turn around, I will go and get my PVC. So first of all, go and get your PVC. And whoever you vote for, I will not tell you this is who to vote for and this is who not to vote for. Somewhere along the line, let us put our trust in the arm of faith. And I tell you, God will not let us down. But then, let's look at how we go about this politics issue. The people of Biafra in time past, let's say for almost 12 years on, over a decade now, we have attacked our politicians. We have fought them in every way imaginable. We have called them names, criminal. Nnamdi Kanu is aware. To the extent that he told us, he Nnamdi Kanu, if you see me romancing politicians, kill me the next person. And we are trying to do what he asks us to do. Some of you don't understand. Ekale Saboteur, you are evil, you are this one. My brother, fasten your seatbelt. Get ready to for this impact. You have nowhere to run to. And so what do? We spent over a decade castigating our politicians, calling all of them out. We spent over a decade destroying everything about them. But sooner or later we discover Nnamdi Kanu was going behind to collect money from them. Evidence abound. Don't talk to politicians. They are evil. All of them are criminal. We will kill them. When Biafra come, they will enter Biafra. But he's a friend of all the politicians. How can we save ourselves from such mess? We campaigned and said there will be no election. We vigorously went that process. We were able to cut a log and then define the Biafran territory. I can tell you almost every state in Biafra land. I know how many communities and local government all of them have. Everywhere you have Biafra, we have documented them. We say no election. We followed it up to the extent in the process. I was poisoned alongside Chimobi Okafor. She didn't survive it. And I'm still here by the grace of God. What did we not do? No election in Anambra. Everybody is jumping up and down. Today, where are we? In the dying minute. At the dying minute, Nnamdi Kanu came on Radio Biafra. Our terms and conditions haven't been reviewed, and our terms met and delivered and documented just to listen to our elders, and then we have decided to call off the election boycott. And now we have campaigned, don't get PVC. He collected money from Atiku and this Peter Obi, and you went to collect, you did not get your PVC. And then at the dying minute, he asked you to come and vote. Who is deceiving who here? Who is deceiving who? And now this is another era. It is 33 years again. 33 years, a lot of things happen. I won't go details there. Something is about to happen to our life. We cannot be spectators. We cannot pretend we don't know what it is. But everybody must be guided by the truth. Let us try it once and for all. Now it has started already. Filled up with mistake. The only person I can see from within the horizon who, if I wanted to vote, will go and vote for without dismay, I will vote Peter Obi. Not because he don't have questions to answer. No. If I say I will vote him, that is because all my time in IPOB, every meeting we have had with Peter Obi, it is guided by one principle. He wants us to do everything we are doing according to the rule of law. I've been in meeting with that guy under IPOB many times. He has. I must tell you, he has. So who am I to query him? And most of the things they did during the time of Chief Raphael Owazurike, we know the truth. And that is why we call on our people and appeal to them. Do not be careless with your life. This is the time to depopulate Igbo youth, those of you who have gotten involved in this process. But don't worry, the Biafran watchmen, they are watching over you. We are the gatekeeper. Don't worry. And now, coming back to the issue of Peter Obi, you vote him. Because the last time I checked, he looks like the only true Nigerian man fighting for Nigerian people. And so he should get the support of Yoruba, Hausa, and Fulani, as well as Igbo. But that is for all of you anyway. But let's look at some of the things that we are not checking. We know the conspiracy theory. We will begin to talk about this lesson after the election 2023. But until then, so that our broadcast will not influence decision or change a lot of things. That is why people like us are holding our peace. Let's see if we are wrong in the first place. Now, let's look at politics as involved as a people. Tinubu is there on the Yoruba. Usibanjo and other aspirants coming from that region, they are coordinating themselves. And then the Hausa Fulani are there on the other hand. Under the umbrella of Atiku, they are coordinating themselves. And then you come back to our region, the Biafran region. We will have Peter Obi emerging. And then, are we coordinating ourselves? Now, without apology, the first person that came online to dethrone the Biafran political structure is Chief Raphael Owazurike. And what did he say? He threw support on Yahaya Bello, simply because no Igbo man has come to worship him. But don't say it, de facto will punish you, so I withdraw my statement. I didn't say it. When thunder go begin fire, all of una never ready. We leave that aside. And then when we are done with that, we still have another group of politicians. They come, begin to insult themselves. We can go to Anambra, insult P2B. P2B is in Egypt, trying to show us television. All of them are gallivanting and deceiving themselves. They are still doing the political jamboree. My brother, if you are genuine, you are genuine. It is our future you people are toiling with. You people have made so much money that even in 100 years' time, your children will not be here. But kingdom rise and kingdom fall. And now when we are through with the same group of politicians trying to betray themselves to become relevant, you have Father MBAKA, Holy Ghost Reverend Father of Enugu. He's not telling you, oh, P2B is very stingy. No stingy man can rule us. Father MBAKA should be ashamed. The last time I checked the history of Africa, I do not think they can talk about any heroic event that happened in the continent of Africa, skipping out Enugu, for instance. There are a lot of things in Enugu we have not said. Nobody have talked about it. Is that not where MBAKA is? MBAKA, how many Igbo people did you employ in your pure water? We know all those ones. You are telling us P2B is Ishishi. You are not ashamed what you did to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. You are not ashamed how you gave us Buhari unalloyed support with a virgin mother, Buhari wife, and angelic messianic children. MBAKA, all of you, stop disgracing Igbo people. But what will I say when you have IPOB looking for where to enter, Nnamdi Kanu is looking for where to enter, and then they cause confusion? Is this the future of the politics we are fighting for? Believe me, if we answer this Nigeria, any leader should lead for the overall interest of the whole Nigeria. And then we that are determined, let us divide this country. Let everybody get his own. Nobody should be deceiving anybody. Today, what is the narratives? Do all the campaign you are doing, do everything, deceive all of us. We are waiting for all of you. And so, but the people of Biafra, what are they doing? Atiku have gone to pick Okowa. And the Middle Belt so forum, and then castigating Okowa, you do this, Okowa, we do this. If P2B go and pick his brother Okowa, is it a bad thing? If Wike have gone around to mobilize his brothers in the southeast, let's form an alliance. Is it a bad thing? Everybody betrayer and betrayer. This one choose this one. This one choose this one. This one choose that one. Atiku picking Okowa have slashed your vote into two. Because majority of my people are going to die trying to defend Okowa, even when they don't like Okowa. And then we have gone to choose Fulani to represent us. This is how we deceive ourselves. You are playing politics. No wonder they say it's a dirty game. All of us are being smart. Little arithmetic we meet it. I do not promote tribalism. I do not promote nepotism. Where I come from, even in Abo where I come from, they value strangers even more than we the indigenous. On only one account will any Abo person rise up against stranger, and that is when you tell us you will deal with us in our own land. We tell you you cannot. On the essence of that, we value strangers even more than our own. We don't. Those of you living in Abo, you know, Abo people cannot fight you because you are a stranger. But it's as simple as that. Now let us look at our arrangement so far. Do you think we are making headway? As far as Nigeria is concerned, if there is no hope for Nigeria, I think P2B would have been able to deliver Nigeria, irrespective of anything that has happened in the past. But how many of this support is he going to get from his brother? And now the Kanu now can't come out because sealed, delivered and documented is there. And then they are trying to push some of you to lose your brain in the process. My brother, do what you want to do. It's okay. All of you, my word to you is support Peter Obi. But this is not the end of this journey. It has started already. A process is on ground already. And this is to finish everything about us. And so you see, all of us cannot go there. Some of us will have to stay behind. I'm trying to push out some point. I don't want all of you to understand. I don't want everybody to understand. But those of you who can still reason, just pick the few words I've given to you. Number one, all of you vote Peter Obi. Number two, all of you get your PVC. Number three, Number four, watch out for Nnamdi Kanu. He's trying to play his own. He's good. Don't worry. It's a process. Don't worry. He's coming to play his own. He's coming to deceive himself. That is where we are waiting. That is where we begin to talk. Father MBAKA, I understand you have apologized. I'm not sure if it's true. You people stop betraying yourself. This is not the time we stand aside and say, let Igbo. We are the Igbo. We are the Igbo. Mero, nyema ONYIBE, nwa Johnny, nwa Mobogo. Monyem ONYIBE. Any wundi Igbo ahon. Nobody said the next generation under our watch. A lot of things are going on, but not everybody will be able to understand. Why are you we cannot be in a hurry. That is why we are engaging every process. We are studying everybody. The genuine Biafra watchmen, they are everywhere all over the world monitoring all of you. Some of you think you will commit this crime and run away. Nnamdi Kanu, kill all the people you can kill, but you have made a mistake. All of you politicians, set the next generation. We are with the change. Now you get the point. So why this politics is going on? Those of our people in politics, please understand what politics should be. Politics is about selecting the right people to coordinate the people and then build a better society. Target this, aim this. We know there are other side attractments. Understand that it is when all of us are okay, that is when there can be peace. Makenonu weli onu ekume isi kuwa hwa. Isi ya kuwa hwa. Let us think home. Let us think the right thing. And then let us make effort to do the right thing. So don't think I'm telling you don't get your PVC when you to vote or Lagwausa. It's not so. Don't think I'm telling you don't vote Peter Obi or there is any candidate. I have just told you my position. And there are reasons, genuine reasons, that we cannot get involved. That does not mean we have to discourage you. Igbo, go and get your PVC, even though you don't want to use it. Biafrans, go and get your PVC, even though you don't want to use it. And for me, if you ask me now, I say, who do we vote for? I will tell you, vote for Peter Obi. But am I telling you he's a messiah? No. Am I telling you he's going to be a successful election? No. Am I telling you he's going to stop tribalism, nepotism, terrorism, balkanization of Biafra land? No. I'm telling you, it is a way to go. This is where I will stop on this segment this very evening. I remain George ONYIBE. We are not going anywhere. We go nowhere. There are a lot of people on social media now. They will say, permit me to greet our excellency. Oh, Mazen Nandekano, good morning, sir. Hello, sir. We greet you, Shaddai, sir. All of you are deceiving yourself. The time for impression is gone. This is the time for reality. Let us save ourselves for God's sake. Let us save the next generation. For the love of our motherland. For who we truly are as a people. Let us salvage all that is left of us. Nnamdi Kanu vowed and say, if he doesn't be our Jagaban, he will destroy everything. And the watchmen are waiting. We shall see how that will come to pass. Canada will not save your family. Heaven and earth will not save your family. The only thing is move back from this evil you are doing. Fine boy them are in Abuja. Come to your village, Afari Beku. And now you get the point. Bright they want to kill my children. Judge ONYIBE want to kill my children. Why did you take them to Canada? Bring them come now. Orogodo can rekwa wada mama. Agocho saga guama inu. And now, one of my brother, let me advise you before I bring this program to an end. Don Prince, you are the second person in this Biafra struggle that saw me and called me and say, my brother, I love what you are doing, but be very careful. Our Igbo people are very wicked. Our Igbo people, you gave me that advice. Don Prince, today, the way you are playing down yourself, now the Kanu then, they are using you now to want to fight some people. Don Prince, move back. I know IPOB is, and then now the Kanu are trying to help you buy medication to remain alive. Don Prince, pull back. You are exposing yourself. IPOB will mess you up. Don Prince, say the truth as you know the truth and stop associating. You see, Chinas are using you now as a point of contact. We saw them start threatening our brother Don Prince. We cannot take it any longer. Don Prince, they will use your name and begin to kill Igbo people. Don Prince, I am George ONYIBE sending you message. Pull back. If IPOB don't want to support you with medical drugs again, God will not allow you to die. God that has saved you from kidney transplant to liver transplant and you are still alive, Don Prince, you cannot be a loser. Do not soil your hand. I'm giving you this advice. Ordinarily, I will ignore you. Watch all the people who labored in this struggle sincerely. You will see they are hiding under their Facebook because they know the truth. They can't come out. Don Prince, don't bring out yourself. You know nothing about this struggle. You may know few things. Those are you come out. If you may not like, but man, Don Prince, move back. I'm advising you. Chinasa will begin to kill Igbo people that they threaten you. But Chinasa is the real problem within Nnamdi Kanu of Igbo people. Who's the other person to address? All those bingos everywhere jumping up and down. Oh, you are a saboteur. Oh, you are evil. But then, when a child is good, it becomes the father's child. When a child is bad, they throw it to the mother. You get the point now. Be deceiving yourself. Hausa is not here. Fulani is not here. Enyi kejeke nyumu mwenye ya. Kanonu jekoda manene menwa wibunya abon okwa Nnamdi Kanu so na obu ago. Oh, mumwa bodo weja akpu ago. Osetiana. I will stop here. We leave everything to God. Our people, let's be careful. Let's be sensitive. Let's activate and build up that spiritual capacity that will enable us to design what is to come, what is around us already. We have a nation to deliver. We have a nation to save. I will stop here. We'll continue. And while we observe, those of you who think you will destroy Biafra land, you are joking. You are joking. When no doesn't no long hogu yebu mefi onyario yo kọrị ndụ oyeye n'eri o n'ego ugbo o okuri ma kwụwa agwa n'mmụọ o egbu omema na nri ekele dị mma o omema na nri ekele o omema na nri ekele dị mma o eze biko na nri ekele mekọ ha oheki mbeleni